Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dani Maulidi and this is my middle test video for the TEFL course. I'm from TBI 5D semester 5. Okay. For the first answer, the first question, my answer is Merdeka Belajar Curriculum in Indonesia Government Initiative introduced in 2020. The main objective of the Merdeka Belajar Curriculum is to encourage students to be more active, creative, and independent in their learning process. This curriculum aims to change the paradigm in the field during the learning process, which has been teacher-centered to more student-centered learning by providing greater flexibility in choosing learning materials, methods, and learning style. Learning style that suit the needs and interests of each student. The curriculum is indeed good in my opinion because it prioritizes a student-centered learning method process so that they can get a better experience than learning with the previous method. But there are several problems faced by teacher. From the 3 articles I read, the section about planning, implementing, and assessing learning in Merdeka Belajar Curriculum, namely as follow. Merdeka Belajar based on the interview data from the articles I read, teachers are faced with difficulties when compiling learning planning, namely when analyze the learning outcomes that will be achieved. The main point is because this curriculum has only been implemented for a few years, not all teachers understand how it works. Therefore, there are still several schools out there that are still implementing curriculum 13 because they still do not understand the work system in the Merdeka curriculum. And for the second question, my answer is there are 4 requirements to become an English teacher for me. 3 requirements. First is have pedagogy skills, and second is she must have professionalism, and the third is good social skill. These are basic qualification to become teacher for me. And also in addition to this requirement, a teacher must also able to attract student interest in learning with creative and interesting teaching methods in order to improve the quality of student motivation and learning. Recent research on learning and assessment principle emphasize the importance of active student-centered approaches to promote more effective education. The principle of learning and assessment has been evolved over time to support educational experiments that are more student-centered, equitable, and also authentic. The alignment of learning objective with assessment methods, the integration of formative and summative assessment, the increase in authentic and performance-based evaluation, and the focus on the feedback and inclusivity all contribute to the development of a robust and adaptable education system. This principle ensures that learning is meaningful, assessment are fair, and students are prepared for real world challenge and make sure they can success in the future in their life. Okay. For the third question, my answer is promoting the use of effective formative and summative assessment in EFL classroom. can be done with various strategy. Like first, that various strategy that can be applied to each language element, like listening, speaking, reading, writing, viewing, and presenting. Like for the first is listening. The formative assessment is use short audio clips followed by comprehension question. And for summative assessment, administer as a listening test, where students listen to a longer audio segment and answer detailed question, and after that assessing their overall comprehension skill. And for speaking, the formative assessment is conduct a regular peer discussion, and for summative is organize a formal speaking test. And the third is reading skill. That formative assessment is implementing reading journals, and for summative is use reading comprehension exam. And four is writing, and for formative assessment is students submit draft of their writing assignment and provide feedback on content and structure, allowing for revision. And summative assessment is collect a final writing assignment and grade them based on a rubric. On the rubric that evaluates organization, grammar, and argumentation. Number 5 is viewing. Formative assessment show a short film clip and ask students to analyze the visual, discussing their interpretation in a small group. And for summative assessment is create a project where students must analyze a longer film or video presenting their finding on themes and techniques used. And number six is presenting. Formative assessment is conduct a practice presentation where students receive immediate feedback from peers and teacher on their delivery techniques used. And for the question number 4, EFL teacher can effectively